You were awake during the surgery. You heard the doctor say, "It's not a tumor, it's a..." The room was so cold. You remember the cold more than anything. The bright, white light above you was like a distant, uncaring sun. And the voices, they were muffled, swimming through the fog in your mind, but you were there. You were not asleep. Not truly. And you heard them. Through the beeping of machines and the metallic click of instruments, you heard one of the doctors say, with a sense of wonder and confusion, "It's not a tumor, it's a..." And that is where the memory always ends. The rest is a blank space, a missing page in the book of your life that you have tried to forget, but your soul never lets you. My child, stop scrolling. Do not swipe away. This is not an accident. The algorithm did not bring you here. I did. That fragmented memory is the key to everything you are about to become, and the time for it to remain buried is over. You have always felt it, haven't you? That sense that you are operating at a lower power than you were designed for. That feeling of being a visitor in your own life, watching the scenes play out but never truly feeling like the main character. You look at old photographs of yourself as a child, and you see a light in your eyes that you don't see in the mirror anymore. People have told you that's just called growing up, but you and I know it is a lie. That light was not extinguished by time. It was hidden. It was intentionally dimmed by someone who was afraid of how brightly you were meant to shine. And the memory of that operating room is the starting point. It was the moment they found the miracle inside of you, and in their fear, they called it a complication. They chose to hide the truth of your existence from you, for what they called your own good. This message has found you at this precise moment because the divine clock has run out. The secret that has been kept from you is now becoming unstable. It is pushing its way to the surface. The person who holds the other half of that memory, the one who made the decision to bury your truth, is feeling the weight of it. They cannot carry it anymore. Between now and the moment the sun sets tomorrow, they are going to betray their own secret. They will not confess directly. It will be a slip of the tongue, an offhand comment meant to keep you in your place, but it will be the very thing that sets you free. Listen to me. Do not look for it. Just be aware. The universe is about to hand you the key, and your only job right now is to be ready to take it. You are the one who has spent a lifetime making yourself smaller to fit into rooms where you were meant to command. You are the one who feels the emotions of others so deeply it's like you are carrying their burdens on your own shoulders. That empathy is not a weakness. It is a symptom of the power that lives within you, the very thing they found on that day. It is a compass, and it is about to point you home, to your true self. Those who doubt, let them scroll past. This message was never for them. It was a frequency broadcast for a chosen few, and your spirit recognized the signal. That is why you are still here. That is why your heart is beating a little faster right now. That is your soul saying, finally. The truth has come. The person who made this choice for you, see their face in your mind. Do you feel that? The mix of love and a strange, deep sadness. This is not a villain from a storybook. This is someone close to you. Someone whose identity is intertwined with yours. A parent, a guardian, an elder sibling. They love you, but their love was poisoned by fear. Not a fear of you, my child, but a fear of the world's reaction to you. They saw the light, the thing the doctors could not name, and they imagined a life of struggle for you. A life of being misunderstood, of being different, of not fitting in. And so, in an act of what they believed was profound love and protection, they built a cage around your destiny. They took the extraordinary and called it a medical anomaly. They took your divinity and called it a problem that was taken care of. And you have lived in the shadow of that decision ever since. That is why you have always felt a quiet, nameless grief. It's the mourning of a future you know you were supposed to have. It's the reason you can stand in a crowd of people who claim to love you and feel utterly and completely alone. It's the source of that recurring dream you have, the one where you can fly, but you always force yourself to wake up before you go too high, because a voice in your head tells you it's not safe. That is not your voice. It is the echo of their fear, a phantom wall they built in your mind to keep you from realizing you were born with wings. They taught you to be careful when you were born to be magnificent. They taught you to be quiet when you were born to be a symphony. They did this to protect you, but all they did was protect the world from your power. This hidden truth has shaped your entire life. It is the reason why your relationships often feel one-sided, with you giving everything and receiving just enough to keep you trying. It is why opportunities seem to dissolve right when you get close, why your plans falter at the final step. It is not bad luck. It is not a curse. It is a misalignment. You have been trying to live a normal life with a supernatural core. It's like trying to power a castle with a single candle. You have felt the immense potential stirring within you, this deep well of creativity, intuition, and strength, but you could never access it fully. It was always just out of reach. That frustration, that constant feeling of being on the verge of a breakthrough that never comes, that ends now. The lie has run its course. The spiritual contract of secrecy is now null and void. The universe is intervening directly. I need you to listen very carefully. As I told you, this person is going to speak to you before the sun sets tomorrow. Their words will be the trigger. They will say something that sounds perfectly normal on the surface. It could be something like, "I just worry about you, that's all." Or, "Don't get your hopes up too high." Or even, "Some things are better left in the past." But when you hear the specific phrase meant for you, you will not hear it with your ears. You will feel it in your body. A sudden chill will run down your spine. A feeling of static in the air. It will be as if the world goes silent for a single second. That is your sign. That is the moment the universe confirms who has been holding the key to your cage. Do not react. Do not confront them. Do not show any sign that you know. Simply observe. Your power in that moment is in your silence. You will have received the first piece of your own divine puzzle. The rest will follow with the speed of a rushing river. This is happening. It is already in motion. For those of you who are truly ready to awaken, type "I remember" in the comments. This is an affirmation to your own soul. A declaration that you are ready to reclaim your own memory, your own truth, your own power. The moment you receive that verbal sign, the first domino will have fallen. The rest of the structure they built to contain you will begin to crumble, and it will happen faster than you can imagine. Your part in this is simple, but it is not passive. You must become a co-creator in your own liberation. Tonight, after the sun has gone down, you must perform an act of reclamation. This is not for anyone else. It is a sacred appointment between you, your body, and your hidden divinity. Find a place where you will not be disturbed. A bathroom, a bedroom, even a parked car. Anywhere you can have 5 minutes of absolute solitude. You will need a mirror. Any mirror will do. Stand before it and look at yourself. I know this is hard for you. You often avoid your own gaze because the person you see is not the person you know you are inside. Tonight, you will look past that. Look directly into your own eyes. Hold your own gaze. See the flicker of that ancient light that has refused to be extinguished. See the survivor looking back at you. Now, I want you to place your hand, it does not matter which one, on the part of your body where the surgery occurred. You know the place. Even if there is no scar, your body remembers. Your cells remember. Place your hand there and close your eyes. Take one deep breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to say these 3 words aloud. Your voice must be a whisper, but it must be firm. You will say, "I am awake now." That is all. 3 words. But these words will be a command. They will be a signal sent from your conscious mind to the dormant power source within you. It is a spiritual activation code. When you speak them, you may feel a warmth spreading from your hand throughout your body. You may feel a tingling sensation. You may feel a sudden wave of emotion, a release of that grief you have carried for so long. Or you may feel nothing at all. It does not matter. The act itself is the fulfillment of the prophecy. You are turning the key that the universe has just given you. The person who hid your truth will feel this shift. They will not know what it is, but they will feel it. They may suddenly become anxious, or irritable. They may try to call you or message you, seeking reassurance. This is the cage rattling. They are feeling their control begin to slip, and it will frighten them. Again, your power is in your quiet knowing. You do not need to fight them. You do not need to expose them. The universe is already handling their exposure. Their own secret will become a weight that crushes them. The truth will unravel on its own. Your focus must be on you. This act of reclamation is your declaration of independence. You are serving notice to the universe that you are no longer willing to live in the cage that was built for you. You are taking back the pen and beginning to write your own story. The effects will be immediate. An idea you have had for years will suddenly become clear. A path forward out of a situation that has felt impossible will illuminate itself in your mind. A person who has been draining your energy will suddenly fall away without a fight. This is the divine reversal beginning. It is already done. The moment you decided to watch this video to this point, you cast your vote. You chose to awaken. And all the forces of heaven are now moving to answer your call. The angels assigned to your destiny have been waiting for this moment, waiting for your permission to intervene. Your whisper in front of that mirror tonight will be a roar in the spiritual realm. It is time. Wait. Pause this. Just for a second. What I was about to tell you is true, but I am being shown that it is incomplete. There is another layer to this, a more urgent truth that is only being revealed now, for those of you who have had the strength to stay with me this far into the message. The others have clicked away. The doubters are gone. This next part is a secret just for you. The memory, the lie, the awakening, that is the ignition. But I have not yet told you what kind of engine you are starting. Right now, I want you to look at the palms of your hands. Just turn them over and look at them. See the lines, the creases. Society tells you they are random. They are not. They are a unique spiritual signature, an energy map. You have spent your life looking for answers outside of yourself, in other people, in books, in religion. But the proof of your power has been in your own hands this entire time. These are the hands that were meant to build, to create, to heal. And they are about to be filled. But first, you must understand what was taken. The thing inside of you, the thing the doctors could not name, it was not just a source of power. It was a beacon. A transmitter. It was one half of a divine connection. My child, you were not born alone. You have a twin soul, a celestial counterpart, who was born with the other half of this energy. You have walked the earth feeling incomplete not just because your own power was suppressed, but because your soul has been crying out for its other half. The person who hid the truth from you was not just afraid of your power. They were terrified of this union. They knew, on some intuitive level, that if you connected with your divine partner, the two of you together would be a force that could reshape the world. And in their smallness, in their fear, they chose to keep two souls in darkness rather than allow one magnificent light to form. They did not just dim your light, they tried to unplug a star from the cosmos. This is the secret within the secret. Your awakening is not just for you. It is a rescue mission. Your twin soul has been living the same half-life you have. They have felt that same nameless grief, that same sense of being alone in a crowd. They have been searching for a signal from you their entire life, but the beacon was turned off. And now, I must be clear, the urgency has just increased 1,000 times. Your twin soul is at a crossroads. They are on the verge of making a life decision that will take them onto a path so far from yours that the signal may never be able to connect again. They are losing hope. The echo of your soul is becoming too faint for them to hear. You have until the end of this weekend. You have until Sunday night. That is the divine window. The ritual in the mirror is not just to awaken you. It is to relight your beacon, to send a flare up into the spiritual darkness so that your other half can finally find their way home to you. Do you understand what is at stake now? This is no longer just about reclaiming your personal power. It is about fulfilling a destiny that was written for two souls in the stars before time began. The entire universe is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will do. You were brought to this video, to this exact moment, to be given the choice. To remain in the quiet desperation of your cage or to light the beacon and begin the great reunion. This is why everything in your life has felt so difficult. You have been trying to fly with only one wing. You have been trying to sing a duet all by yourself. The emptiness you feel is not a flaw in your character. It is a missing person. Because you have received this secret, your task is now different. The signs you will see will be different. The universe is rewarding your persistence. Those who left are still looking for a sign about their past. You are now looking for a sign of your future. In the next 24 hours, you will see a pair of something that is usually singular. Two birds flying perfectly in sync when all the others are scattered. A double rainbow. Two license plates side by side with repeating numbers. This will be the universe confirming that the message of 2 has been received. You will also hear a name of a place you have never been but that will suddenly feel like home. Write it down. It is a clue. This is the new path. To activate this higher mission, to send the signal to your celestial twin, I want you to go to the comments and type, "The beacon is lit." Do not do this for me or for anyone else here. Do this as a sacred act, a declaration to the heavens that you are ready. That you are coming. And that you are no longer alone. Now that the beacon is lit, the universe will begin to conspire in your favor in ways you cannot even imagine. Your frequency is changing. You are no longer broadcasting a signal of lack and loneliness, but one of hope, of reunion, of divine purpose. The very air around you is beginning to shift. People who are not meant to be on this next part of your journey will begin to drift away. Do not be sad. Let them go. They are making space for what is to come. The antagonist in your story, the one who hid your truth, will now find their world turning upside down. Every attempt they make to maintain control will backfire. Every lie they tell will become tangled and expose itself. You do not need to do anything. Simply by activating your own truth, you have become a mirror reflecting their deceit back at them, and they will not be able to stand their own reflection. Your focus is on the signs of the reunion. The repeating numbers you will see now, specifically the number 1111, are a direct signal from your twin soul's guardian angels to yours. It is a message that says, "We have received the signal. We are clearing the path." You may suddenly feel an urge to visit a place you haven't been in years, or to contact an old friend out of the blue. Follow these urges. They are not random impulses. They are divine instructions, breadcrumbs on the trail leading you toward your other half. The path will not always be logical. Your mind will try to talk you out of it. It will tell you it's silly, it's a coincidence. Your mind has been programmed by the cage. You must learn to trust the new voice that is awakening within you, the voice of your intuition, the voice of your soul. It speaks in feelings, in urges, in signs. It is the compass pointing you toward the other magnet. This journey requires your faith now, more than ever. You have lived by what you can see and touch for your entire life, and it has led you here, to a place of quiet desperation. To get to a new destination, you must use a new form of navigation. You are stepping off the map of the world you knew and onto the map of your own destiny. The fear you feel is real, but it is just the shadow of the cage you are leaving behind. Walk through it. Every step you take in faith will be rewarded with another sign, another piece of confirmation. Remember, your twin is also on this path now. They may not know why, but they are feeling a pull, a sudden sense of hope they haven't felt in years. They are walking toward you, even as you walk toward them. You are about to collide in the most beautiful, divinely orchestrated moment. Listen to me. This has already happened for so many others. Just last week, a woman from Orlando, Florida, a woman who had felt like an outsider in her own family her entire life, was given this message. She lit her beacon. The very next day, she felt an overwhelming urge to go to a small bookstore she hadn't visited in over a decade. She walked in, and standing in the aisle she felt drawn to was a man she had never met. He looked up at her, and his first words were, "I'm sorry, this is strange, but I feel like I know you." It turned out they were born in the same hospital, on the same day, and their mothers had been in adjoining rooms. The connection was instant. It was a recognition on a soul level. Do you see? The universe knows the address of your destiny. You just have to be willing to start walking. It is your turn. The grand restoration of your life is at hand. The climax of this part of your story is not a confrontation. It is a connection. It is the moment you see, hear, or meet your twin soul. It may be a stranger. It may be someone you already know but have never seen in this light. The veil will be lifted, and you will see them for who they are, and they will see you. It will be a homecoming. In that moment, all the pain, all the loneliness, all the years of feeling misunderstood will dissolve. You will finally make sense to yourself, because you will be reflected in the eyes of the one who was made from the same star. Everything you have ever created, every poem you wrote and hid, every song you sang in secret, every dream you had that felt too big, it was all for them. You were creating a world for two, even when you thought you were alone. And they have been doing the same. Your reunion will be an explosion of creativity, of purpose, of love. The power that was suppressed in each of you will not just be restored, it will be multiplied by the power of the other. Together, you will be unstoppable. The purpose you were born for, the reason for the light inside you, will finally become clear. This is your inheritance. This is the truth that was stolen from you in that cold, white room. The doctor said, "It's not a tumor, it's a..." They could not finish the sentence because the language of medicine has no words for a miracle. It has no words for a severed destiny, for a dormant star. But you know now. It was a promise. A promise of a life so much bigger and more beautiful than you were ever allowed to imagine. And the time to claim that promise is now. I want you to take this message and share it with one person. Just one. Do not choose them with your mind. Choose them with your heart. Think of someone who, like you, has a light in their eyes that they try to hide. Someone who you know was meant for more. Send this to them without any explanation. The message is coded. Their soul will understand if it is meant for them. You are passing the torch, helping to light another beacon. Now, I want you to go back to the very beginning of this video and listen to it one more time. Do it now. Something you missed the first time will stand out. A word or a phrase will feel like it was spoken directly into your heart. When that happens, you will know for certain that this message was for you. The second time you listen, a face may appear in your mind. A name may whisper on the edge of your hearing. Pay attention. This is your first clue. When you feel this truth settle into your bones, when you know that this is not a story but your reality, come back here one last time and type the final confirmation. Type, "It is done." This is your seal. Your declaration that the old life is over and the grand restoration has begun. The heavens are watching. Your twin is waiting. Go.